Good morning, Becky.
There, how's that?
Yes, it's kind of hard to remember to turn the volume up, isn't it?
Right.
And sometimes you can't even find it. So, I haven't had an opportunity to visit with you. Where are you from?
Dallas area.
Okay. I'm in mid-Missouri.
Oh, really?
Yep. We're in the foothills of the Ozarks.
Wow.
So, how long have you been working with Brittany?
4 years.
Oh,
Too long.
really?
Yeah. I,
Well,
I kind of fade in and out because I get discouraged.
uh-huh. So
I'm
what
still
brought you?
I'm still fat.
Well, we're supposed to think of ourselves as thin, not what's on the outside, it's what's on the inside.
Right,
So
right.
I took her 7-day challenge back in August, and stepped into it wholeheartedly to the 6 week. And I still haven't quite finished that. I had a health issue that I had to take a couple of months off, and I kind of slipped back into it with the holiday series.
Yeah,
And that was excellent. So I've really
it
started
was.
moving into it and joined the tapping circle. And I haven't stepped into personal coaching, but that's my next goal within the next few weeks.
Wow.
So,
Yeah. That's good.
yeah, my
No,
biggest challenge has been trying to get into all the things that they have offered. I'm not a technical person, so trying to figure out where you have to be, when, and
right.
with time zones,
Yeah.
all of those things.
Yeah, I was not sure about this one. Is it really at 10 o'clock or is it 11 o'clock?
Right, right. And you're in Central Time too, aren't you?
Yeah, yeah.
Yes. Yeah. So,
I had it down at 11, and then this last email said it was at 11 Eastern, or at least it said 11. It didn't say
mhm.
Eastern, so
Well, I figured if it wasn't actually scheduled for now, it wouldn't have let us get this far.
yeah.
Yeah. That's like last night with the breakthrough. I could not find how to get into the breakthrough. I've had it on my calendar for weeks, and
Yeah,
then it came up on the new printed calendar, but I couldn't find access to it. So, it's been kind of hit and miss. So I figure once
right.
I get into, directly working with a coach, I'll be able to get a little more individual guidance on how to work technology and get where I'm supposed to get. And last month, when I was first trying to get into the got things set up for the Christmas series, um, I Brittany had changed some of the dates, and I had
Uh-huh.
sent support a question, and it's like, oh, Brittany changed a few things. It's like, oh, she said we're working on it. Okay. So, hi, Casey.
Oh,
Hello, ladies. How
We're,
are you?
we're doing good. We're just having our own chit chat here.
Oh, yeah, that's all good. Coach Annette is supposed to be hosting the call today, so hopefully she'll pop on here in just a minute or two, but I'm just gonna sit in.
That sounds wonderful.
Good morning. Good morning.
good morning.
Good morning.
How is everybody?
Doing well.
Pretty good.
Good. Good. We've got a small group so far this morning. Good morning, Casey. Coach Casey, how are you?
Becky and I have been chatting for a few minutes.
Well, I'm using a new computer, so I was having to redo all the logins and get all that good stuff going on. So I meant to be on here a few minutes earlier. And let's see. I, is that backwards? It is, huh?
Yes.
All right. All right. I'm
We're
gonna
gonna
do
have more coaches than clients here.
All right. Is there anything? Well, good morning, excuse me, everybody. It's morning where I'm at. I'm in California. I'm Coach Annette. And let me just see if I can change that. so that you know. It says Brittany Watkins because I'm on, I'm on the company link. Anybody have anything that they want to tap on today?
I would like to tap.
Introductions. Well, I always want to start with introductions and wins. So
Sure. I'm Rocky Brusicki, Roxana, but I go by Rocky. I'm a registered nurse of 50 years. I'm an emotion code practitioner times 3. I came because just what everybody else does, the yo-yo dieting and things like that. My biggest thing that I hit with this so far, as far as really emotional with a tapping session, and I started in August, and then I had an illness and I stepped back for a while, and I came back on with the Christmas program, and just doing the going back to my little girl. I had trouble with that because it seems like it bounces me from age to age. And in the last 2 weeks, I had a session that she did that was the first time that I really truly went back to that child. So that was a big thing for me to get that depth of emotion in a tapping session. I've been doing a lot of the sessions that the tapping scripts that she's given us. I have trouble. My mind wanders a lot. So, and I've started this before on other things. So I decided to speak those scripts into my memos. So I have a guided script and I don't have to try to think beyond what I'm saying to myself. And your own voice is so much more powerful than somebody else's. And I think that has really made a big difference for me.
I'm just writing that down because I think speaking your own scripts and to hear your own voice is very powerful. I say all the time, women have this conversational approach with their girlfriends or other people, and when we hear ourselves, we're very often able to kind of put things in perspective and understand our own feelings. And so I think hearing yourself is an extremely powerful way to just solidify and embody those scripts within you. So congratulations. That's a fantastic win. Thanks, Rocky. And congratulations on being able to really find that younger version of yourself and go deep with that.
And I am down 4 pounds from Christmas. So I'm happy.
Yeah, that's
What I would like to tap on though is moving, getting more momentum going. When I saw Brittany on her walking mat, and I've got this big one this big treadmill, I go downstairs and out of sight, out of mind. So I don't always make it down there. And I got that, and it fits perfect between my couch and another piece of furniture. So I've really been improving on that and my vibration plate. So I feel like adding that, plus the extra tapping. I tap in the morning and in the evening on various topics. And I also use muscle testing as I'm tapping because I have trouble saying, okay, am I at a 10? Am I at a 5? And I took a course a couple of years ago that works with animals, and I thought, I'm going to use that here. So I muscle test my number, and I don't have to try to figure out where I am. And that has really, really worked well because I can see I'm going from, okay, I don't think I'm a 10, but my subconscious thinks I'm a 10. So if I'm starting at a 10, then the next tap, I'll be down to a 6, and I can just muscle test that instead of having to try to figure out, well, where am I? And that has just worked excellent.
What I'm hearing is empowerment, self-empowerment in your
Thank you.
voice, in your conviction, in how you're speaking about using these tools and having them available to you, but not just having them, but actually using them. So fantastic.
Thank you.
Yeah. Congratulations. So moving and momentum. Anybody else want to wins, or I'm going to put everybody on gallery view so I can see everybody. Anybody else have some New Year's wins and January tapping hopes? Hi, Dawn. Dawn, do you have something?
Hey, what?
Do you have something?
Yeah. I was just gonna say, I have not lost my mind packing yet, so I consider that a big win. I am just trying to keep it together, let me tell you. And we're going from a 6-bedroom house into a 3-bedroom apartment for the first time in 30 years. So yeah, I'm just keeping it together, and I consider that a huge win. So I just had to share that. And I might have to start just it's actually my husband's birthday tomorrow. So we're going to SeaWorld today, which I do not need. Like, I just need to keep packing, right? Like, so bad. I'm like, no, you can't interrupt I got mojo now. And like, seriously, I've had to tap every morning just to keep my mind together. And like you were saying, Rocky, like hearing my own voice, it's going to be okay. I really do think that we believe our own voice more than anything else. You know, we're hearing it constantly in our head. And when we verbalize, there was a class I took once and said, when you hear yourself verbalize the positive, it really does impact you. And especially when we're tapping, you know, on the meridian points, and it helps to engage the subconscious. So I think that has been a large part of why I've been able to keep my act together. And I'm trying not to use a curse word there. um, so, you know, yes, that is wonderful. I might have to flip off my screen, and I hope that doesn't bother anybody, because it's my husband's birthday, we're going to SeaWorld and I got to pack my purse. So I'm ready to go out the door as soon as this call's over. But I just wanted to say hi to everybody and share that relatively small win, but you know, I'll take it. So
I
that's
appreciate
it.
I appreciate you popping on. I appreciate that you're tapping every morning, because tapping, we're doing it here for cravings and emotional eating and anger work and all that stuff. But tapping is an amazing skill. Literally, you've heard this at the tip of your fingers. It's free. Um, it can be used for anything. And in fact, there's times I'm out in public and I see people who are stressed, who are crying, and it's just my nature. I go up, can I help you with something? And I'm like, just start tapping right here. I don't try to teach them the whole thing. I don't try to talk about what it is, but I'm like, just just tap right here and just breathe and think about it and just breathe. And they're you know, like, so I'm just a convert. In fact, I set my alarm on my phone for every day for the morning and the evening. And when the alarm goes off, I just tap and I just breathe. And no matter where I am or what I'm doing, it just self-regulates, right? It's one of the most amazing self-regulation tools that we have, literally at the tip of our fingertips. And whether I'm in public, I think I've mentioned this before on other calls. When I first started doing this, my partner would be like, "Why are you tapping? Is everything okay?" And I'm like, "No, everything's good. I'm just, just checking in." And it's an amazing thing. So,
You know, can I say
It
something?
yes, yeah, Rocky.
Tapping in public. Brittany taught us the finger tapping,
Mhm.
and I had a situation that was right after I witnessed an accident that I was almost under an 18-wheeler, and I was on my way to a restaurant, and luckily someone held me, and she just held me until I quit shaking. But then it was early on. It was like a Christmas get together for a church group of ladies, and I was trying to figure out my menu, and I was just not thinking. And it's like, after what just happened, I want the fettuccine. Okay, I started tapping under the table. Nobody knew I was doing it, but I went through that several times, and I ended up getting a hamburger steak and a salad. So that was big, and that I could utilize that tool without anybody in public knowing that I was doing it.
Mm.
Is everyone familiar with the finger tapping? Yeah? Okay. All right. Just was going to do a refresher if anybody needed it, but it is a powerful tool um, to use. I happen to not care. I don't care. I don't have any preconceptions, or I don't worry about what people think. In fact, a lot of times if I'm out in public and I'm tapping, um, just people say, well, what are you doing? And it's like, oh, hold on, sit down, let me tell you. So
Good
it's
point.
a great way for me to just spread the joy.
I also wanted to add a couple of things. First of all, I usually to regulate my nervous system, I usually start off by meditating every morning, but I've been so fragmented that the tapping, if I tap for even just a couple minutes, it gets me to a place where instead of trying to meditate and my thoughts are going like all over the place, the tapping, no matter how I do it, because sometimes when you're meditating and you start going through the points, it distracts you. But if you just do like the finger tapping, or I can use, I think another really good thing is this is also a tapping point, your wrist, and you can do that under the table too. And I don't know, it works better for me. I don't know if it's because that's your pulse point, but boy, that just really helps. So I just wanted to throw that out there.
Can you tap without knowing what you're tapping on?
Absolutely.
Okay,
Absolutely.
that just popped into my mind because I'm a I like to do things in order. And sometimes it's like, okay, I can't, like I said earlier, that's why I record my voice because I can't keep my thoughts together. So I think if I could just try to slow my mind down and just tap without having to think of a script.
Yeah. And I mean, you can just, as you're sitting there, I mean, if you want to put words to it, I'm feeling anxious or I don't even know what's going on with me right now, but I'm going to go ahead and tap and I appreciate where I'm at. And the three times, and I have no idea what is bothering me right now, or I don't know why I feel this giddiness, or I don't know why I feel sad, but I appreciate that I'm acknowledging it. It doesn't have to be, I love and appreciate myself. Some people have in the beginning a tough time saying that to themselves out loud. So just even I acknowledge where I'm at right now. I just acknowledge where I'm at. And you had said moving and momentum. So I was thinking too on getting back on the wagon, so to speak. The holidays for me, I anticipated some weight gain during the holidays because I thought my family and the festivities are more important to me than not eating and then maybe binging later. So I really worked on this last holiday season being present with the people around me and even doing the ball of light, silently while I was there. My mother is aging and not in great health. So I did that with her while I'm sitting there across the Thanksgiving table. I'm just doing this and just appreciating. My point being, so I gained a few pounds over the holidays, but like you, Rocky, as soon as the new year hit, literally, and I was like, okay, I'm back on. And I just started tapping and I'm resolved. I've made a decision. My body is worth it. I will start moving more. So we can do some tapping on that if nobody has any objections. Yes, Willow?
That would be great.
I would love to do that. I just want to introduce myself because I have not been, I'm starting really late in this and I've had many things happen, so I don't even know if I can catch up. And I honestly am totally lost in this whole process. I do not know where to begin, anything. So I also had an issue when we first started, and it's taking me this long to like be open-hearted enough to come back to this. So, and I may have to tap around that, but I don't even know how to do that, So
Yeah.
I really need help with how to get started. My understanding when I joined this was that we would all be assigned an individual person that would help us with that, which that apparently is not what happened. So I'm needing a lot of help to get going, to understand how to use the program, to get some kind of support in this. And I don't know if it's possible to catch up at this point, but I'm just
So you're not behind. This is an individual journey. While there is a curriculum, there is no, and and the curriculum opens up for you in the program, but you're exactly where you need to be and I mean that in order to acknowledge where you're at, like you said, be open-hearted And the beautiful thing is next Monday, the 19th, at I think it's 1 p.m. Eastern, I'm doing an orientation welcome call.
Okay, I
And
think I
I'll walk you through the
okay.
program, the Facebook group, all of that stuff, kind of walk you through the portal, the learning portal, where you can find things. So that's Monday. And then it's also Thursday, the 22nd at 8:30 p.m. Eastern.
I'm going to open up my calendar really quick, and I'm so sorry to take everybody away from this, but I appreciate you giving me the time to have some clarity. So the
We're
19th,
happy. Anything that you might ask, I've been in the same position. I started in August and I was so confused, and I'm still pretty confused.
okay,
Oh,
okay.
Monday, I believe, I don't have it up on my calendar, but
I
open right
have
now.
that on my calendar. the
Annette,
19th.
I just checked that it is 1 p.m. Eastern on Monday.
Okay. Usually
Okay, so
I have this stuff I have a little calculator, a calendar, and I'm really good with phone numbers in my head. But
okay, so for me, is that the buddy call or is that something
no,
different?
that's going to be a
Okay,
welcome orientation call, and it's called orientation or welcome orientation. And again, we do that. I believe it's every other week. It's not every week. And that is just a way to come and say hello. And it's not one and done. Rocky, Willow, Becky, if you guys want to come on Monday and then you have questions and you want to come on Thursday, please do. And then
okay,
on Monday, the buddy call is immediately following the welcome call.
okay.
So if you have the time, love to have you there because each buddy call is absolutely different. Different people are on it. We introduce ourselves, we celebrate wins. So Willow, I just want to celebrate you for being here,
Thank
for
you.
not retreating because you feel like you're behind, just to be right here, right now, and just take a breath. And welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah, welcome.
One thing that I could say is we're all in different places, Willow. We're all at different stages. I've been here 4 years. I'm still fat, so I'm still trying. I'm still working at it, but I've made major advances. So don't feel behind. You're not behind. You're just at your place.
Well, I thought the program was only available for, I mean, I paid for it, I thought for 6 months and then I no longer, is that correct? I'm so
So
sorry.
no,
I,
no,
I,
no, no. These are very common questions. So you pay for 6 months, and then you have an option to for a subscription membership monthly to the Tapping Circle. And
Okay,
within the Tapping Circle, you then keep your access to your program, and you have access to Brittany's calls monthly and the buddy calls. And so that's so for the 6 months, and then there's an option to continue that through a monthly subscription.
okay,
Yeah.
perfect. I
Yeah.
will be at the orientation and hopefully that will help me get really clear about the process.
And don't be afraid, don't hesitate to ask questions because I guarantee you you're not the only one, which is why we do the orientation welcome calls. And they are new. They are new. So,
And I will come on Thursday evening
okay.
because I really need that.
Okay. I'll see you both then. And
Thank you.
Becky, you're welcome to pop in even after 4 years.
there's been a lot of changes, and I'm confused about some of them too. So yes.
Okay, great. Great. Casey, anything to add for that?
No, I think you covered it.
Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and just start tapping on do you have anything in particular, Rocky? Any wording in particular? Let's just start on the side of the hand and just tap
Just-
while and everybody tap together because I'm sure you've heard about borrowed benefits. And as we tap in a group, even though it may not be our specific issue, there's typically something close enough within us that we are working on that as well. Or you could substitute the wording. If Rocky says she wants to walk and instead you want to dance, you can substitute that wording as well. So anybody have anything specific? Okay. Even though I've been resistant to moving, I know I should. I get it. I understand sometimes it's easier said than done. And I acknowledge that. And I'm good with where I'm at right this second. I've been resistant to exercise and moving. I get it. It's easier just to sit still. Literally and figuratively. But I acknowledge that. And I'm proud of myself for acknowledging it. And even though I haven't been moving as much as I should, I'm ready to give it a go. I don't have to run a marathon. I don't have to bench press my body weight. I just have to start. And I acknowledge myself for this realization. I know I should be moving, but I've been resistant to it. Out of sight, out of mind. That treadmill in the corner. The elliptical machine in the second bedroom. That would be mine. The vibration plate that I can see, but I'm not getting on. I'm not going to beat myself up today. I'm just going to know that I am right here, right now. And go ahead and stop tapping because I forgot to do the suds to rate it. So it's probably down just even a little bit already. I can feel a difference in my body. So we like to rate where we are on a scale of 0 to 10, 10 being really activated or really resistant or whatever the issue is. And the goal is to get it down and down and down. And all of this stuff hides in the body. And as we're tapping, things might come up. You might, there might be a memory of something that happened at a different part of, time in your life, that an injury or somebody said something or you got negative feedback. So those things might come up. And if they do, let me know because we can continue to tap through those as well in our cycles here. So go ahead and rate your resistance to exercise or movement. Doesn't have to be, we don't have to call it exercise. Exercise sometimes has a negative connotation where we just want to move our body. We want to appreciate and keep moving the muscles and the bones and the joints and everything that we're so blessed to have. And I, for one, I won't speak for everyone, take it for granted. I remember, thank you. I see Willow, your comment. I remember several years ago, my mom saying, hey, if I knew I was going to live this long, I would have taken better care of my body.
Mm-hmm.
And boy, did that hit home with me because I had been pretty complacent. So yeah, we'll just keep going. Anybody have any comments about that so far?
I felt like already that I have relaxed, even without doing the number first, and I'm at a 6 now, and my
Mhm.
shoulders have relaxed.
Fantastic. Anybody else? Okay, let's keep going. We'll skip the point on the hand, but I just have resistance to getting started. The getting started is the hard part for me. I don't want it to feel like exercise. I just want it to be fun. I don't want it to be hard. I don't want it to be difficult. At this point, I just want to get started. I can see the treadmill. It's judging me. That elliptical machine, it's taunting me. My shoes, they're calling my name. But it's difficult to get started. But again, I don't need to run a marathon. I just need to move. And who says it can't be fun? What if I just turn on some music? Silly music. Loud music. The music can drown out all the resistance. And I can just start moving. I can just make it fun. I can just enjoy my body. Maybe I'll focus on my arms today, just moving my arms. Or maybe just tapping my toes. I just need to start. And love myself in the process. Just take a breath. Roll your shoulders back. And don't forget to smile. We don't want to take ourselves too seriously. None of us get out alive. I don't know where that came from. But just, this is fun. Enjoy it. Enjoy it. Casey, thank you. Thanks for being on the call. Coach Casey, everyone. So where's everybody at now? You can put it in the chat. There's a small group. Just tell me what your numbers are now and have they gone up or down or stayed the same.
One.
You're at a Rocky? Fantastic.
I feel more relaxed. I would say maybe 3. I have something very specific that I want to do that I've been resisting, and it's actually a fun thing, but I think it's a time commitment, and I'm overwhelmed with the getting, like, trying to figure out how to start it, like it's online and it's like a drumming yoga qigong thing, and yeah, so it's not like torture. It's going to be fun, but it's just the beginning.
Okay, let's tap on that. Okay. We'll just start. You can tap wherever you want. It's just getting started. And it just feels like a big time commitment. I've got this online yoga qigong thing. I know it's going to be fun. I wouldn't have signed up for it if I didn't think I'd enjoy it. It's just a matter of starting. What if I just commit 10 minutes? Just 10 minutes to start. Even better, what if I just open the portal first? Maybe my first act isn't even doing the movement, but just exploring the site. And what if I just look around the site a bit? Introduce myself to it. Say hi. Hello. Cannot wait to do this Qigong yoga thingy. Drumming. It sounds so much fun. And I do want to do it. I think I want to do it. No, I do. I want to do it. Drumming, online, yoga, Qigong. I mean, come on, even the name sounds fun. I don't have to do it perfectly. I just get to do it. How exciting is that? I get to do it. I have an option. I can choose to do it. I can choose not to do it. That's my dog, sorry. Either way, it'll be fun and I love and accept myself. And again, just take a breath, roll your shoulders back, just get it in your body. Just let it sit.
Now I'm really excited about it. It's called Rhythm Bliss. Rhythm
Okay.
Bliss. I think everyone should do it.
Rhythm Bliss. Well, that's a more succinct name than drumming yoga Qigong, which I also like the name of.
Mhm. Sounds like something I could get into.
I know. That's what I'm saying. I think it's, I mean, fun.
I was just gonna say, because me too, I've wanted to do it's Qigong or Qigong. I don't even know how do you say it.
Qigong.
Qigong.
What's that?
Qigong.
Okay. I wanted to do that and Tai Chi for the longest time. And what was the name of that again?
It's called Rhythm Bliss, and it's really beautiful. Like she starts out with all these yoga qigong exercises, and then you do like this drumming rhythm practice, and it's really beautiful.
I am definitely checking that out. Thank you for
Rhythm
that.
Rhythm Bliss.
Yeah.
Do you have a name of the person who does this? Or is that just, if I put that in, it's going to take me there?
Rhythm Bliss will take you there. Rhythm
Okay.
Bliss is the name of the website, and it's
Okay.
yeah.
Thank
I
you.
can't remember the name, but it's really awesome. And they'll like call you and they will individually walk you through the whole program, and they're really nice. It's a really cool program.
Wow.
Awesome.
Thank you very much for sharing that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Let me
See-
know if you do it.
Borrowed benefits, I'm telling you. These calls and having a community and showing up to support one another has so many benefits. Sorry, I can't mute myself, but they're playing. My two dogs. And I was going to say something else, Rhythm Bliss. Oh, I know what it was. Willow, on Monday, when you come to the welcome call orientation, I would love to hear if you've at least explored the site and how that's progressing. So yeah.
Okay.
And it sounds like fun. It sounds like the as you do it, it'll build more momentum just to stay engaged. And what a wonderful, at least my perception is that what a wonderful release, right? If you're dancing or moving or just flowing to drums and it could be blissful in more ways than one. So
I'm really curious, like for other participants here and even the coaches, like, do you have like I have a real thing, like I'm not going to exercise if it's not fun. Like, it's going to be dancing, walking in nature or something. But do other people here have things that they gravitate towards or what, or feelings about exercise in particular? I'm just curious how other people are, if that's appropriate to even ask that.
It's appropriate. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
have never been an exerciser.
Mm.
I have never had to exercise to lose weight. When I decide to lose weight, it's like, okay, I'm not going to eat. But now I know that I'm 70 now. I've got to move. And this program has really taken the sugar out of my diet.
Ooh,
And that has been huge, huge for me. And getting the exercise, getting the walking, getting the movement going, and focusing on movement and weight release, not dieting and exercise. Just trying to see it as a different world. And I had a heart issue recently, and all the nasty stuff was ruled out. And when I sat down with the doctor, he said, when you're 80, I want you to be as healthy as you are now. So that really is my momentum to get things going.
cool.
That's
I
a
had
win.
kind of had the opposite experience as you. When I was younger, I worked out like a maniac. I mean, I honestly think I was bulimic, but my purge was exercise because it was really overboard. Like I'm talking 2 to 3 hours a day. And I even became an aerobics instructor. I was still overweight because I've been overweight my entire life. But I forced myself but I liked it though. But like sort of like part of me sort of friggin' loved it. Like boom, boom, push yourself, push yourself. Well, fast forward a lot of years. I'm 61 now. So I can't do that no more. I mean, I shredded my knees, my ankles. I mean, when I look back, it was punishing. It didn't feel punishing because I actually enjoyed it at the time. But then my knees, my ankles gave, I had to give up teaching aerobics. And I've not been able to find like my lane since then, because the only way that I've ever been able to motivate myself to exercise is that crazy, whew, I'd put on my headset and just disappear in the music. And honestly, it felt great. It was the best stress relief ever if it wasn't ruining my body because I was pushing way too hard.
So it was
So
self-abuse. You were
it
doing it to
kind
the
of,
point of self-abuse.
yes,
Subconsciously, it was self-abuse.
I think so. I mean, it's like I didn't think so at the time. I didn't know any better, but looking back, it definitely was. Because when you're doing it to the point of actually destroying your knees and your ankles to this day, I mean, we're going to SeaWorld today, and we have to bring a wheelchair just in case mom can't keep walking. And
Oh,
that's not because of cardio. My cardio's great. My stats are, I am still like, my heart rate is still athletic from all those years of doing that. Like, there has been some payoff. Like, my vitals are still really, really strong, but my frame, my skeletal, my joints have suffered. And I have not been able to redefine myself very well in this arena of exercise. I've not That's why I'm so drawn to like Qigong and Tai Chi, because because now I'm very much into meditation. I mean, it's like I have to do it every morning. I don't have to, I get to, I love it. But I think that maybe my lane is meditative movement. Like I've done my own meditative movement. I make it up on my own because I used to dance. I used to teach aerobics. So I'm very kinesthetic. Like I kind of have enough knowledge to do my own, but I want to do this. Like, because I have to find my lane, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Because I've had to go from this crazy pendulum swing to like 20 years of not work. Has it been that long? I don't know, maybe 15 of not working out at all, which, oh my God, we all know how bad that is, right? I've been so sedentary. And I think like, who have I become? My God, I used to work out all the time. And I used to say to my husband, how do you people live like with the stress of life without that outlet? And look at me now. Like, who am I? Like, how did I become this sedentary person who's a lump? So anyway, for whatever all that's worth. But and Annette, thank you for that. The tapping really helped me because I'm also type A, and I tend the exercise resistance to exercise that Brittany taught us is wonderful. But I need something like what you did. I can do that at the drop of a hat. You know what I mean? And so anyway, thank you for reminding me that it doesn't always have to be, you know, and I already know that, but the reminder always helps. So
The reminders
anyway.
help. I wanted to too, so I do a couple different things if that's, and like you, Dawn, I used to do aerobics 2, 3 hours a day, you know, in the 80s, the leotards but I loved it. I mean, I loved it. However, it
Yeah.
was probably self-punishment as well. Now that you say it, I mean, Rocky, that's pretty spot on, I think. But there's a website too. I'm actually really looking forward to looking at Rhythm Bliss, but I follow a gal, Body Groove, and it's a paid subscription. But she was a professional dancer, had an eating disorder, was always competing with herself and others, and then decided, no, I'm just going to start moving. I'm just going to start enjoying it. So she has all these really great videos, YouTube, they're free, they're online. And she just moves and she just moves and she does little 5-minute snippets. You know, she may have a half-hour class online, but she does it in little snippets so you can, and she has people of all sizes in the background. It's not like everybody's, you know, a size 3. And is there a size 3? They always go they always go in even
I think
numbers.
it's 2 or 4. I've never
Yeah.
been that small, but I think.
Is
Yeah,
that exist?
I followed her for a while.
And
She was
but
very good.
yeah, but it's just gentle and she's kind and she asks you to be kind to yourself in the process too. And then my other person that I love is Fit with Rick, and he does indoor walking. And it's just, you know, you can get in your 10,000 steps by, you know, having a 3 foot by 3 foot space. And you can go as easy or as soft as you want. There's, you know, maybe it's a little bit of marching or it's tapping back and, you know, tap your feet back and forth. Or so exercise doesn't have to be hard. It doesn't have to be intense. It can be loving and gentle, and we can appreciate our bodies and be curious about our bodies. Like I said before, you know, maybe focus as you're doing something, you know, watch your hand, watch how the shoulder joint moves, and you have this freedom, you know, or that your fingers move and you can be as graceful or as goofy, you know, as you want in the process. Really allow yourself to enjoy your body. We have spent our whole life. I have spent most of my life. Not gonna talk for everyone. You know, really not being happy with my body. And when I look back, especially when I was younger, I was a skinny little girl, and because I was so tall, I'm 5'11", so because I was so tall, everyone always said, "Oh, you're a big girl. You're a big girl." Well, in my head, I was this big girl. And in truth, I wasn't. But again, I spent most of my life trying not to be a big girl, whether it was physically, whether it was emotionally, and you know, and really all I needed to do was appreciate who I was. Now, we don't often learn that until we get older. But if it's something that we can relate to women younger than us in some way, whether we show them how to do it, I think is probably more powerful than anything, is to show them that movement is beautiful. My daughter does ecstatic dance. I don't exactly know what it is, but it's dancing free as a bird, do whatever you want. There's no rules. I did it one time and I was exhausted because it's like an hour of movement. And I did not give myself permission to step out and relax in between it. And note to self, step out and relax, enjoy it. So I just wanted to add that as well, because our bodies are beautiful. I don't care how much extra weight we have on them, that we get to have a body, that we have hands and legs that take us places, and a back that can support us. We're so fortunate. Now, I know it's taken me a long time to even be able to say that and truly believe it, but the movement part of it to me is giving back to my body. That's new. I've never thought of it that way, but being able to give back and appreciate what I've been given. So yeah, so don't make it, I mean, do make it fun, don't make it a hassle or something that you have to do perfectly, because we're not perfect anyways. So just enjoy it. Move
You
a
know,
little
one
bit.
more
If
thing.
if
Oh,
this
sorry.
is moving today, just move your hands, I don't know, spirit fingers. I don't know.
On that note, Annette, I'm going to say one more thing and then I got to fly because
Yep.
we're leaving soon. But I love what you said about just like acknowledging your body where it is now and enjoying the movement. What I guess kind of as a little bit of a win, as an addendum to what I said earlier, is that during my meditations in the morning, because I do meditate for an hour to 2 hours, because I just need that. And I have started incorporating what I call meditative movement, but it's Dawn's version. It's not yoga. I call it doga because it's like Dawn's yoga, right? Like I'm making it up myself because I do have, the kinesthetic background. And oh my gosh, talk about enjoying your body. Oh, it's like I still have retained my flexibility from when I was a dancer. So I just, and really slow and just really breathing into the stretches. And oh my gosh, it is the best feeling. And I think that's where I'm actually going to start making some meditative movement videos, because flexibility is also something we lose as we age. And it helps us maintain our balance and our strength. And you're less likely to fall, if you're flexible. So anyway, I guess as a little bit of a win, because I was dissing myself earlier, I am doing that. And I'm really enjoying it and learning to, like you said, enjoy the movement, just the slow. Oh, it feels so good if you let yourself just really enjoy it. So anyway, with that, ladies, peace out. I got to go get ready. My husband's coming home and we got to go to SeaWorld. So
Hi, thank
love
you so
y'all. Have a
much.
great,
Have a
sure.
great time. Thanks for being
All
on, Dawn.
right. Thanks.
Thank you. So anybody else, any comments from what we've talked about? Anything else you'd like to tap on? Just as you're thinking about it, or just roll your shoulders back. Just take a deep breath. Just the appreciation that we get to be in this group too. We're from all over the place. We have such different backgrounds and life experiences, and that we just get to share our knowledge with one another and share our energy with one another. It's really a great morning for me.
Could I ask, could we do something on nourishing our bodies? Because I'm having trouble getting in the protein since I have no desire to eat. And
Okay.
I'm having to really force myself to eat. And I'm really, the doctor said you need to get so many proteins in a day. And I'm not so much looking at the carbs and the fats. I'm aiming for those proteins. And I'm just not eating enough.
Okay.
So, and I do have um, a protein script that I wrote up, and I'm using that, but I'm just not getting it in.
Okay. Yeah. Let's see. Even though I am finding it difficult to get enough protein in, I understand that I'm aware of it. Oh, we want to rate. Always
Ah,
forget. Rate just, where you are with your nutrition. It doesn't have to be specifically with protein for the others on the call, but just where you are with feeling like you should be doing more or you need to be doing something differently. So
I'm at a
even
7.
okay, even though I feel like I should be getting in more protein, I'm so glad I have this awareness now. And I get that I'm not necessarily getting enough protein right now. But every attempt to do so brings me closer to my goal. I really need more protein in my body. Bigger picture. I want to honor my body. I want to feed it properly. That's not always easy. In fact, sometimes it's a struggle. Getting the good foods in. Taking the bad foods out. I think I want to stop labeling my food. Good versus bad. Maybe label it nutritious. Feeding my body. Nourishing my body. Choosing more nutritious foods. Asking, what will this food provide me? Will it provide me health? Will it provide me comfort? Will it provide me safety? Will it provide me love? Not love. Food can't love me. Food nourishes me. Or it doesn't nourish me in the right way. So I'll attempt to get in the more nutritious foods. In the amounts that serve my body. Serve my peace of mind. Serve my self-love. And nourish my soul. I choose to nourish my soul. I choose to nourish my body. And I choose to move with joy, appreciation, and self-love. Just take a deep breath. Again, roll your shoulders back.
That was good for me. Thank you.
I'm at a 0.
Food for me is connection to my mother.
Yes,
And
and
I
food
eat,
for me is connection to my deceased husband.
Mhm.
I eat way too much.
Mm.
Very good.
I love you all. And I mean that. There's just, you know how people say, oh, I love you. I'm like, no, there right now I'm just feeling this deep gratitude for each and every one of you, for showing up here, for showing up for yourself, for doing this hard work. It's not easy. Sometimes we have to face things that surprise us. And we don't want to deal with, ooh, I wish it was just all better, just like that. But the magic is in our fingers, maybe not in a snap, but being able to tap and self-regulate our bodies and heal our own emotions. And I want to thank you all for being here today. Does anybody have anything else?
Thank you so much. This has been excellent. This gives me this makes me feel like I want to go on, because I feel like dealing with the crazy schedule and trying to figure that out and not being able to find links to get into things. I feel like this has given me a boost to continue, because I was ready to drop out after the 3 months of tapping circle.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
but I'm ready. I contacted support last week to find out how I get one-on-one coaching to go along with what I'm working on. And this has made my decision to be able to go farther.
I'm happy to hear that for you. Yes. And there have been some changes in the company recently. Some things that have been changed, but also upgraded. The buddy calls, the welcome orientation calls, the study group. We've been working diligently behind the scenes to get a schedule, to get those links, so we've got some new people, getting everybody up to speed. And really, I will say from deep in my heart, Brittany's mission is to help and to serve. And sometimes it feels chaotic on the front end, maybe. And I've been there. I was I started out as a client, and that was 2020 when I did the coaching program. And I understand there's confusion. Plus, everything's moving so fast now, isn't it? It's just things are moving quickly, and sometimes feel overwhelming. So to just come together, take a breath, remind ourselves, and ask questions. Absolutely ask questions. And with that, I hope, if you want to come to the welcome orientation calls, like I said, it's not a one and done. You can return for deeper information, understanding the portals and how everything works. And if you have any questions, you can post them in the Facebook. You can email the coaches. It is all support. I think it's support. It's either VIP support or support at BrittanyWatkins.com. So thank
I do
you.
have a question.
Yeah.
Is the Tapping Circle the only Facebook group, or is there another one that I haven't found?
There were others. There are people still in them, but the Tapping Circle is the one that is active now and has all of your things in it.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's the one and that's part of getting the noise out, right? Instead of having this group and this group and this group,
Right.
there's one group, there's one source. You
Okay.
get out all the extra noise and just take a breath and move forward.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I want to just say this has been really helpful, and I feel a lot better. I'm not angry right now, which I have been. So I want to say thank you for the individual attention and the clarity, and I will be on the orientation. And if you can give feedback to whoever responds via email, they need to change something and act like they care, because I have not felt cared about at all. And so
Okay.
I want to say thank you for being a human being that I get to connect with and answering some questions. I really appreciate that.
Yes, definitely.
Thank you for saying that. We have a really, really wonderful group of coaches right now. Just absolutely stellar human beings who really have you as their focal point. So I'm excited about that. And I like the welcome orientation calls that we've started to just help people get started and knowing that you're not behind. I know having the program for 6 months, you're like, oh my God, I have to get it done. I got it. And if I don't, ah, um, again, start with taking a breath and just letting it go. Shake it off. And just I'll
Thank
see
you.
you on Monday. Okay.
Thank you very much.
All right, ladies. All right.
Bye.
Wonderful weekend. Bye.
Bye-bye. Nice to meet you all.
Nice meeting you guys.